Hello, in this video we're going to perform a game test on HUAWEI MatePad 11.5 and Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. Okay, so in this test we are going to check which device has better frame rate, for example when it comes to the games such as PUBG, for example. And I'm going to launch both games on those tabs, and we are going to see which device provides the better performance and the refresh rate. So I'll launch the game and I'll see you. Maybe let's begin with the HUAWEI. Okay, so now I have launched the game on the HUAWEI. Now I'll show you the settings that I'm about to set. So let's open up the settings and the graphics. Let's click on customize. And in my case, I'm about to set the graphics on the HDR. Okay, I need to apply it. Click on apply. Now I need to also restart the game before the changes will be saved. So that are the settings that I'm about to use. In here you can see the frames per second. And now I will launch the training route and we will play for a little and we will see what will be the FPS. So I'll launch the playground and I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so now I have launched the training ground. Now I'll grab my device in my hands. Alright, so as you can see, still we have 90 FPS. It's stable. The game is locked on the 90 Hz. Also in the settings of my device, when it comes to the display settings, I have set the maximum, because you know the max refresh rate when it comes to the HUAWEI, it's 120 Hz, but in game we cannot unfortunately achieve that because it's locked on the 90. And so now I'll pick some guns. We can run a little on the map, and I think that the FPS are pretty stable. I was also testing it in a normal match when I was, shooting at other players. And walking around the map, and the FPS were stable. There wasn't even a drop below 90, so the game was really smooth when it comes to that. And yeah, 90 FPS. Also, when it comes to the temperature of this device, it doesn't get hot at any place on the back, for example, anywhere that I'm touching. It's really cold, and so the device and the battery isn't getting heated up. So yeah, also when it comes to the size of this device, it's 11.5 inches screen, so you can see a lot of informations. And when it comes to holding of this device, it might be a little difficult, for example, to switch between the guns, because we need to do something like that. For some people it might be too big, but if you have a little bit bigger hands, this shouldn't be a problem. But thanks to the big screen we can see a lot of information on the screen. Okay, so now maybe let's grab a car and let's ride for a little. Okay, let's ride and let's see if there will be some drops, but I think that no, there won't be. Also, this device has a paper matte screen, which is pretty cool. In my opinion, it's the best, for example, for taking notes and drawings. And thanks to it that it's matte, it doesn't reflect much light. And for example, when I'm holding this device in this angle, you can see that no lights are being reflected, and we can see the whole screen, which is also pretty cool. For gaming. I'm sure that you know what I'm talking about, because when you have a glassy screen and when you hold the device in a wrong angle, when it's not laying completely flat, the lights really like to reflect and distract us. On this device we don't have that problem. But also the thing that we need to have in mind, that this device doesn't support the Google services, and we don't have the access to the Play Store. We have the HUAWEI app gallery, and in that app gallery there is a chance that we won't have access into the games that we have access on the Play Store, so you need to have that in mind. Okay, so as you can see, the frames are still on the 90. It doesn't even drop for 1 second. So when it comes to gaming on this device, I can highly recommend it when it comes to the PUBG. But remember that about the thing that I have said, that we don't have access into the Play Store, and there's a chance that you won't be able to download all of the games. Alright, so the FPS are pretty stable, pretty fun to play on this device, and I can recommend it when it comes to playing the PUBG. Also, the weight of this device is pretty okay. It isn't that... it doesn't weigh that much, but of course I was playing only like 5 minutes. Maybe after a longer gameplay your hands might get a little bit tired, but then simply have a break and it should be fine. Okay, so that was the gameplay on the HUAWEI. Now let's launch the game on the Samsung. Okay, so now we are on the Samsung. I'll show that I'm also using the same settings. So the settings, graphics, customize, the HDR is set, and also the ultra frame rate. And we can already see that on this device we have the 60 FPS currently, and I don't know why I cannot launch the playgrounds. Pretty weird thing. Okay, now it should download at any second. Okay, so my bad, give me a few seconds and I'll see you in the training ground. Okay, so now I have launched the training ground on the Samsung, and we can see that when it comes to the frame rate, it's locked on the 60, and we cannot go higher than that. So we have less FPS when it comes to the Samsung. So if you're a kind of person who likes to have as much FPS as possible, you should pick the HUAWEI, because when it comes to the frames per second, the Samsung is locked on 60. We cannot get 90 like on the HUAWEI, unfortunately. Next thing, the FPS is pretty stable on both devices, also on the Samsung. We don't have any drops. I was playing also a normal match before, and it was pretty similar to each other. Now let's take a car, and again let's take a ride. Also, this device doesn't have the paper matte screen just like the HUAWEI had, so it's more glassy. And now you can take a look on it, that when I'm holding the device with a different angle, the light reflects a little. You can see it of course on the video, because currently when I'm looking at the screen, it doesn't reflect that light. But for me personally, playing on a paper matte screen is a little bit more comfort. The light doesn't reflect on the paper matte just like it happens on a normal glassy screen. But for some people it shouldn't even be a problem. Just like I'm saying on the video now, the light reflects when I'm holding with a different angle, but I can still see everything. In real life when I'm taking a gameplay on this tab. And also, this 60 FPS is still really smooth for gameplay. Even though the 90 was smoother and the experience was better, the biggest thing and the biggest difference between those devices is that on the Samsung we have full Google services support. We have access into the Play Store, which means that we will have access into various games that might not be available on the HUAWEI. So if you're a kind of a gamer who likes to play on this tab, and if you want to have access into a big library of games, you should definitely pick the Samsung. You will have a little FPS less, that's for sure. You won't have the paper matte screen, but you don't need to worry that some of the games might won't be available, because that's the thing that will happen on the Huawei because of the app gallery, and the thing that it doesn't support the Google services. On the Samsung you won't have that problem because we have access into the Play Store. Okay, so as you can see, the FPS doesn't even drop below 60. It's really stable. And also, from my personal opinion and experience, which comes from the gaming, it's really also fun to play. From my personal opinion and my personal thoughts are that for me, I would choose the lower frame rate because of the access into the Play Store and a bigger library of the games. But when it comes to the performance, the Huawei is simply better, higher refresh rate and higher FPS when it comes to that. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.